Yeah, these five are like different dialects of the same ancient storytelling language, each trying to solve the same problem. How do you keep meaning alive when the plot starts eating its own tail? Let's map the shared DNA across Twin Peaks, Lost, Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones, Westworld. 1. The systems are bigger than people illusion. Across all five, individuals start in control, then discover they are nodes inside something vast. Twin Peaks, towns, lodges, metaphysical forces behind human evil. Lost, island plus Dharma, time loops. Breaking Bad, cartels, empire-level drug economics. Game of Thrones, dynasties, prophecy, war machines of history. Westworld, AI systems, loops, narrative control itself. Shared thread, characters think they're making choices. The story slowly reveals they are being routed through structures. 2, identity instability. Who am I when the rules shift? Each show destabilizes identity. Dale Cooper gets duplicated, inverted, or possessed. Lost characters are defined by pre-crash lives that keep recontextualizing them. Walter White evolves from teacher, myth, monster, symbol. Jamie, Daenerys, Jon, etc. all get identity reinterpretations by fate plus politics. Hosts in Westworld literally rewrite their own consciousness. Shared thread, identity is not fixed, it's versioned like software under stress. 3. Mystery as propulsion, not resolution. All five use mystery differently, but share the same engine. Twin Peaks, mystery as surreal atmosphere, answers are secondary. Lost, mystery as serialized puzzle, answers promised, partially delivered. Breaking Bad, mystery is what happens next morally, not what is this. Game of Thrones, mystery slowly shifts into political inevitability. Westworld, mystery becomes recursive philosophy about storytelling itself. Shared thread, mystery is less about answers, more about keeping attention structurally alive. 4. Moral erosion under pressure. Every story features moral drift. Cooper's certainty fractures in Twin Peaks, The Return. Lost survivors become morally ambiguous under survival stress. Walter White becomes the embodiment of justified corruption. Thrones characters collapse under power, trauma, and inheritance. Westworld hosts humans blur ethical lines completely. Shared thread, morality doesn't break. It compresses under pressure until it changes shape. 5. Fate versus free will is never resolved cleanly. Each series stages the same argument. Twin Peaks, fate is supernatural, but interpretation matters. Lost, whatever happened happened versus choice. Breaking Bad, choice creates destiny, but feels like fate afterward. Game of Thrones, prophecy versus political causality. Westworld, loops versus emergent consciousness. Shared thread, they all refuse a clean answer and instead show, open quote, free will and fate are two lenses, not two systems, close quote. 6. Storytelling becomes self-aware, meta-collapse. As they progress, each show turns inward. Twin Peaks, television as dream logic, performance space. Lost, narrative expectations versus payoff tension. Breaking Bad, myth-making around Walter White. Game of Thrones, audience expectation versus structural realism conflict. Westworld, literally about characters trapped in narrative loops. Shared thread, the story starts watching itself tell the story. The deepest common root. All five are variations of this idea. Open quote, humans don't just live in stories, we are stabilized by them. When the story breaks, identity, morality, and reality start renegotiating themselves. If you compress them into one sentence each, Twin Peaks, reality leaks when symbolism stops behaving. Lost, meaning emerges from interconnected randomness. Breaking Bad, identity is consequence accumulation. Game of Thrones, history is inertia wearing a crown. Westworld, consciousness is narrative recursion reaching self-awareness.